Good. In view, well enough. Okay, so welcome to a little upper body strength class. So we're gonna actually switch it up from how we have been doing it. We'll get back to the way we were doing it, based on the feedback that I get today. So if you like this format better than before, or maybe it's just switching it up is your preferred way of doing this, let me know. But this is gonna be more of like a circuit style, more of a traditional group X class. Still gonna need some dumbbells, mat, some water, space. That's all we're gonna need. But for starters, let's get into our warm up. So this first one is gonna be that reach through, and then with the same arm coming up. We'll just stick with one arm. For starters, pressing your shoulder into the ground in a nice gentle way. Exhale and rotate. Do one more this side. Same thing, other side, so weaving it through. And here a few pops and pricks and all the rest, that's totally normal. Do two more this arm. All right, next we're gonna warm up our forearms, a little bit different exercise here. So what we're gonna do is hold our palms so they're facing kind of into us, or contracting our wrists here. So we're coming up this way, coming up to shoulder level, and then we are widening here. So we're here, and then really pressing outward with our wrists. We should feel it in our shoulders and our forearms. Forearm flossers. Those are activating forearm muscles, our shoulder. It's also a really good one when you've been sitting for a while and you don't really want to, do burpees or anything, but just to move and mobilize a bit. Do one more here. All right, next one, opening up our chest a little bit. So we're coming down with sort of chicken wings here, so out to the side. Our hands are on our temple. So we're coming in and then coming out. So elbows come together and out. The other side here. Continue to pair that breath here. Exhale as we open up, inhale as we come in. And last one. And then finally, my favorite, world's greatest stretch here. So just opening up, you can have your leg resting behind or floating. And then we're just reaching in, maybe increasing speed a little bit. Left foot forward, right hand planted, and we're moving our left arm. Switch it to the other side. Couple more here, heating up the body. Okay, so the setup of the workout here. So dumbbells are going to be needed here. So we're going supersets. So we're going to do a chest exercise and then a back exercise right after it. So 45 seconds chest, 15 seconds off, 45 seconds back, 15 seconds off. You do 2 rounds of that template, and then you go into a core workout, so kind of like ab training, 30 seconds, and then we have a 60-second rest before moving on to different supersets. That's 2 supersets. You were doing the March Madness program, you're familiar with those, maybe too familiar. So that's the setup. The first 2 exercises is a close grip chest press. So we're bringing our dumbbells together. We're on the ground here, and then we are pressing up. So we're getting that inner chest by doing it that way. And then the second exercise is going to be an alternating dumbbell row. So you can either do 1 dumbbell at a time, then switch as you come down, or both at once. We have bent knees and my back is relatively flat rather than bent over. Okay, so here are the exercises. Remember, no tracking here, none of that for this particular workout, just going for repetition. Here we go, starting with that close grip chest press, up and rock. We're on the floor here, maybe starting at a slower pace as we just kind of get warmed up, get acclimated to the movement. So our dumbbells are pressing together. Should feel your inner chest muscles working. Got 10 seconds here. Three, 2, 1. 15 seconds off. Now we're going in that alternating row. So I'm going to do it just 1 dumbbell at a time. But if you want, you can do both at once. Here we go. So notice as I row upward, I'm not rowing just straight up, but rather back and behind. So my elbows coming back. All right, pressing through the floor. Core is contracted the whole time. Got 5 seconds. All right. And relax for 15. And now we're doing that one more time through. All right, here we go. Close grip chest press. 3, 2, and 1. As always with these, find your own pace. You don't have to go as fast as me. You can go faster, you can go slower. It all depends how much weight you have and how rested you are. So there's a lot of variables. And then when you need to, take a little rest, shake it out, get back into it. 10 seconds. All right, there we go. 15-second rest into our dumbbell rows, either both at once over here, or as I was doing before, 1 at a time. There we go. Tight core. Elbows come back. Exhale as we bring it up. Inhale when we're down here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Fifteen seconds. Here for 10. right, and relax. Little 15-second rest. And then we're doing scissor kicks on the floor. So that's right here. For 30 seconds. Now we have a 1 minute longer rest. Okay, here we go. Scissor kicks. So again, modifications for this. Higher off the floor. A little bit easier. Closer to parallel. More challenging. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Now we have our minute break. Grab yourself a little drink. Okay. So next set of exercises are going to be a chest press, but it's going to be in close. So we've done this one before in the upper body class from earlier. So we're here. And again, our dumbbells are pressed together. So somewhat of a chest activation too. But if you want to just do one, we can accomplish the same thing. And then the other one is going to be a tricep extension. So just bringing dumbbell back and behind. All right, 15 seconds here. This can be standing or it can be on your knees. Here we go. 2 rounds. Let's get it. So the reason I'm using the lighter dumbbell is because this is more of like a circuit style. We don't necessarily have to lift like 100%. It's more building muscular endurance, as it's called, rather than really aiming at strength benefits. But obviously we're getting strength benefits too here. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. Relax for 15. Going into that tricep extension in 10 seconds. You can use 2 dumbbells here as well. So we're just holding on to the top part of that dumbbell. And then we are extending at the elbows or shoulders, should be fairly stationary. And then just like before, exhale as you rise up. Inhale down, exhale up. Take a second, 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. 15 seconds off, back into that bicep curl. Here we go, 45 seconds. So really trying to get, maybe not quite to completely locked out at the bottom, but pretty close. So you want to get as much range of motion as you can, and then squeeze at the top. Still pairing that breath with the movement. Three, 2, 1. And relax. All right. 15-second rest. Back into that tricep extension. We're going to do a little core and a little rest here. Here we go. So still controlled, even though this is circuit style, maybe a little faster pace than what we were doing in the earlier weeks. Still control here, not swinging. 20 seconds to go. Take a little rest. This part's the same as from the earlier weeks of me needing to shake it out. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Next, we're going into core or plank, rather plank nudges, like little army crawls. So plank position, forward and back. Here we go. On our toes, our feet stay where they are, just moving our elbows. You can drop to your knees, do the same thing here. Come out about 3 little nudges, 3 nudges back. 10 seconds. Nice job. All right, little minute rest here. Grab yourself a drink. Okay. 45 seconds to go. Next, we're doing another pair of chest and back. This is going to be a chest fly. So it's just like before, instead of coming up, we're coming down, or we're coming up this way rather. So our elbows are coming down. So that's the first one. And the other one's just going to be the reverse of that. So it's going to be reverse flies coming in this way. All right, starting in 10. And I might need to modify that because these weights are heavy for reverse flies. So we'll see. I'll provide a modification if need be. All right, here we go. Give yourself a little bit of space. So we're coming up, elbows come down, we're opening up the chest. Inhale down, exhale as we come up. We don't need to go super wide for this. So elbows are touching the floor, not dumbbells. Three, 2, 1. And I already know that this one's going to be too heavy for what I'm doing. So again, reverse flies, or rather reverse flies this way if you're doing it that way. Otherwise, modification, I'll show here in 3 seconds. So now we're just doing a lat pull down is a different option. So with one dumbbell, we're reaching behind and coming back up. So remember, this is different than like a tricep skull crusher here, where we're just bending at elbows. So we're engaging the lats, so the sides of our side body. And we're coming up to about the belly button. Three, 2, and 1. We're at 15-second rest. Back into those chest flies. One more set here. All right, here we go. Starting in 3. All right, coming up. Elbows touch. Use that breath. And again, don't feel the need to go the entire 45. Shake it out for a moment. Let those dumbbells sit and get back into it. Last 10. Keep breathing. And relax. So reverse flies, so remember that standing, just a demo again, here still flat back, engaging core. The same thing, just other side, as what we're doing with the chest. Otherwise, we have our lat pullovers. So this can be another angle, or another grip rather. Not necessarily bending at elbows, little bend in the elbows, but really bring shoulders as far back as we can. Reaching behind if you're doing this variation. Three, two, and one. All right, 15 seconds off, going into our core workout. So this is that crunch with the rotation. We're crunching upward, and then we're touching opposite foot. Kind of like opening the book with our chest. Coming up. Maybe you're just touching knee. Two. Really controlled here. 10 seconds to go. Right, and relax for a minute. Grab a drink. All right, we're ending with a little shoulder superset. So this is going to be alternating shoulder press. You can be standing or kneeling. So standing kind of gives you more stability benefits because you're here. You really have to use your whole lower body to stabilize. Well, on the knees, on the other hand, is a little bit more core activation because you have to keep this tight the whole time. So both have their benefits. So first one, alternating shoulder press. Second one is going to be alternating front raise. Yeah, here we go. 45 seconds. Let's do it. Last superset. Whatever variation you're doing, pretty much going to the top, almost locking it out. And once you get there, coming back down nice and slowly. Last 10. Keep it going for me. 10 seconds. Relax there. All right, 15 seconds off. So again, because I don't have lighter dumbbells, I'm going to do just one at a time for that front raise. Here we go. So this can be another variation. So coming up to shoulder height from the side. Keep it going. Otherwise, just to reiterate, the other way we could do it is going alternating, or if you are so bold, you can do both at once. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Okay. Last two movements before a little core set. 5 seconds. All right, here we go. Continuing with that breathing, exhale top, inhale at the bottom. Take a little second. Check it out, 15 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Last 45 seconds. All right, front raise, whatever variation you choose. There we go, 45. So I like having that kickstand stance with my feet. Takes a little pressure off the low back rather than here. Reduces the ability to swing. Last 20. Keep it going, 15 seconds. Let's get a couple more in. Last one. And put down that dumbbell. We have a 30-second core movement. And then we are out of here. All right, Russian twist this time. Here we go. The Russian twist, our feet can be on the floor. Try to keep your torso leaned back just slightly. Last 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Deep breaths. Okay, we've got 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes to go here. Quick cool down. Let's just grab those shoulders first, since that's what we ended with. And let me know what you think here in the comments of if you've been to previous sessions, what you'd rather have those continue, what you liked about this one, or any other feedback for that matter. Now let's switch it up, other side. Just missing out the person who's weed whipping. I don't know why they're weed whipping. There's still snow on the ground. I don't understand. Getting ahead of the game. All right, triceps here. I don't know if you can hear that outside my window, but I can. Couple deep breaths here. Extending those exhales. Remember, that's how you really get into that parasympathetic rest and digest zone. Lowers your heart rate. Switch it up, other side. One more deep breath here. Extending that exhale. All right. Great job, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Leave any comments you have. Otherwise, see you back here next week and enjoy the nice weather. It's here.